So this is the second factor, and you can call it the temperature, and you can say the effect of the temperature on the rate of the reaction. So what would be the effect of temperature again, and what would be the reason behind this one? Why the temperature is going to affect the rate of the reaction, and what is the relationship? Either it is the directly proportional or it is the inversely proportional. So this we will make this conclusion at the end. So first look at the this graph. This is the temperature at room temperature. That means your laboratory temperature or your room temperature, the existing temperature in which you are sitting, that is called the room temperature. And this is the percentage of the particle. The particles are increasing when you increase the particles, and then the energy of the particles. So look at the graph. And at the end, this part is important. That means now that you are increasing the energy, and this is connected to whatever the student asked the question in the first slide. So what would be the energy, sufficient energy over here? So even you are increasing the particles, and then actually you are moving further. It depends the energy. So here this point is important, and because at the start there is no reaction, that means the energy is insufficient. But at reaching this point, this is a general statement, and this may be vary. Some reactions are going to start over here, some may be here, depend on the energy of the particles. So this is the particles with energy required to react, and it is starting over here. So after reaching at this point, now the particles have the sufficient energy along with the correct orientation to convert from reactant to the product. So this is the at one condition. So for to discuss the effect of temperature, we need another temperature. So what is happening over here? So these are the temperature 2. This was the same temperature as the blue line is given over here, and temperature T2 is the room temperature plus 25 degrees centigrade. That means you have increased the temperature up to the 25 degrees centigrade as compared to the room temperature. So this is in additional temperature over here. So what is happening over here? Now, this is the energy of the particles. Now look at this point, and the same as this point, this area is more as compared to this area. That means the particle where energy required to react are more in this case as compared to the this one. So what is the effect of the temperature? That means when you increase the temperature, so the particles with energy required to react to each other are more as compared to the below temperature or the low temperature. And what is happening over here? When you increase the temperature, actually why this area is more, because when you increase the temperature, there is the more frequency of the collisions. That means they are more faster to each other to collide within the specific time. That means there is increase in the percentage of the successful collision. That means the effective collisions. So by increasing the temperature, you are going to increase the frequency of the collisions, and it is going to turn to the more successful collisions. So this is the effect of the temperature. So actually reason is also given over here. So by increasing the temperature, actually increases the kinetic energy of the particles. So because the temperature is giving the kinetic energy to the particles, so they are moving faster. That means they are moving more randomly and more colliding to each other. And when they are more colliding to each other, that means they increasing the frequency of the particle collisions, and they have the greater proportion of the collisions. And that means they will have the energy required to react, which is going to increase the rate of the reaction. So our net conclusion is, when you increase the temperature is actually increasing the kinetic energy of the particle. So what does it mean? more kinetic energy. That means the particles are moving more faster and they will be having a more collisions, and that's why the rate of reaction would be the faster. So our conclusion over here is by increasing the temperature, you can increase the rate of the reaction, and the reason is have been described over here.